How we all getting along today? Well, I'm wrapping up the pickup project. I got the CV shaft put in the passenger side, but in doing so, I decided to try to service these non-serviceable parts. I used to think that the car manufacturers had just gotten cheaper trying to save money by not making ball joints and tie rods serviceable, not having a grease zerk on them. Then I went to the theory that no, they just want to enhance the aftermarket part market. And I don't think that's right either. I've come to the conclusion that what it is they want failure rate. They want them to fail. And then you're having to take your vehicle to the dealership and you get a little thing fixed, and a ball joint on one side, and then it's a tie rod on the other, and then it's the lower ball joint on the other side, and eventually you come to the conclusion that it's just cheaper for me to buy another car. I'm tired of driving my car to the shop and wasting all my time. But there's a way around that. I don't break mine down every time that I service it, but every now and then I'll pop those ball joints loose and shoot a little grease in there a sneaky way, and I'll show you how to do it. So what we got, pardon me here, that is an aftermarket part. And look at that cute little grease zerk. I bet that didn't cost 10 cents to install. So, the dealers would, or the manufacturers would not be out any money by installing them. Instead, nothing there, no way to service it. But what they have left me is a way to surface it from the bottom, but it is inconvenient. So I'm going to show you all a little trick how to do that. You may already know, but so I pop the ball joint loose and I massage this boot down just a little. You can see how that's tapered. That opens up a gap down here at the bottom, and I'll show you what to do with that. All right, so you can purchase you one of these handy dandy little greaser needles. It'd be backed by your grease guns and the grease and what have you. Or you could just make them out of a bovine hypodermic needle like this one's made out of. I just took me a grease zerk and threaded it into the bottom of the needle. Readily available at Tractor Supply, Orscheln's, Baumgart's, all that good stuff. I don't know which way is cheaper, but whatever way trips your trigger or whatever you have available, that's what you need. Then you just snap that grease zerk into the end of your grease gun, and you're over halfway there. So this is one I just leave in one of my grease guns, and you see it's well used and bent a little bit. But after you massage that down, you just poke that little booger right up inside that grease zerk. Do not tear the rubber, and give her a few shots of grease. Get on deep in there so it gets up into the joint. You want to be careful not to over grease, because it may have a tendency to split the boot out when you tighten the ball joint back up if it's a little bit older and the boot's starting to get a little stiff. But I put enough in there to make her swell up just a hair. Pull her back out. No damage done. And I guarantee you that's going to make that ball joint last a little bit longer and avoids those nasty rattles and squeaks that we have out here on the country roads. Well, hope you all have a great Saturday. Weather's turning to crap here. We went from 70s and 80s throughout the week, beautiful, to on the weekend when I got a chance to get something done outside, back down to 40 degrees for a high, wind blowing and all that yucky stuff. So, hope you guys' weekend goes better than mine. Catch y'all later. Have a good one.